Terry Flynn and Marilyn Fleming have moved to a stunning location for an amazing new life, totally isolated in the heart of Northumberland. They're taking on the huge task of turning these derelict old buildings into their perfect family home. They both have busy and stressful office jobs in the centre of Newcastle, but at the end of every day, they can now leave city life behind them.
I drive up that road and it's all gone. You see the sheep and there's nothing else here, you see. Great. And it's a hell of a feeling.
On top of their full-time jobs, they're taking on the biggest DIY project ever. And they're doing it in the evenings and at weekends.
It'll be heavy. Oh, you bugger. It is. Hang fire. Get it up. You got it?
I think so.
It's the first weekend in August, and work on the farmhouse is starting today. The most urgent job is to tackle rebuilding the derelict roof. Terry and Marilyn are carefully taking all the stone tiles off the old structure so they can reuse them on the new one. It's a daunting job, and Marilyn has been thrown in at the deep end in her new role as builder's labourer.
It absolutely terrified me because part of the roof was derelict and it was all caved in and you couldn't really see any way of getting up there to get them down. It frightened me. I used to wake up in the night, I had nightmares. I used to wake him up and say, how will we get the roof? And he's saying, it's a doddle, man. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, it's heavy, this one. Mind out the way. We're going.
We're going. We're going.
Oh,
we're gone.
The oldest farm building on Terry and Marilyn's new property, and unique to the Scottish borders, is the 16th century Bassel. This is a fortified house that once served to house and protect people and animals from Scottish cattle rustlers. It's literally a farmer's fortress.
Bassels are very simple, fortified farmhouses, and on the ground floor here is where all the cattle would have been kept. And when you look at this opening, which is absolutely tiny, it's just enough to get cattle pushed through onto the ground floor level. But this is a very crude, very simple building. Rectangular floor plan, built out of huge chunks of stone and fairly crude mortar joints. I mean, these are sort of 4 or 5 inches wide. As you make your way round the building, cattle being at that level, the farmer would have lived on the first floor with all of his family. And you can see here, up at high level, that's his front door. And here would have been a very simple staircase or ladder, and sometimes he would have actually pulled that in to protect himself in his own home. And here at the lower level, these openings here aren't for light, they're purely for ventilation. You think about it, you've got half of your cattle from the next door field tucked in there. The smells would have been awful. So this provides cross ventilation from one side of the building to the next. But what you do get a sense of is these huge fortified walls. These walls are about 2.5 foot thick. This is a very strong, very well protected building. God, what a ruin.
Actually, with the floor, it's quite interesting because there's years and years and years of animals living in here.
At least on a few hundred years of muck.
Yeah.
And who's going to dig that out?
Well, I'm afraid it's going to be me.
No.
I've got that job, yeah.
A big pick.
Yeah. It's got to be dug out properly because the archaeologists want to come and have a look at it.
And that's one fantastic thing about an old building like this, isn't it?
It is.
That you're just going to be, peeling back the layers and exploring and discovering things as you go.
The Bassel's function is not just to guard against thieves. It also provides vital protection against the forces of nature. The North Pennines are a designated area of natural beauty. But the weather in this valley can be extreme. The blue skies and sunshine of summer are short-lived, and the winters are long and severe, as Marilyn and Terry's new neighbours will tell you.
We have 10 months of winter followed by 2 months of bad weather. And our bad weather was July and August. So next month we'll be back to the beginning of winter.
For years, this house has been open to the harsh elements in its neglected state, which has destroyed the roof and rotted the interior.
It's in pretty bad state. A lot of woodworm, a lot of dry rot, dry rot and wet rot. There was a big hole in the roof where the water had gone through, which had damaged a lot of the timbers in the roof.
Built onto the Bassel is a small stone extension. Because this is a listed building, the conservation officer has insisted that it be demolished to return the Bassel to its original state. With pneumatic drill in hand, Marilyn gets stuck in.
Don't hurry.
What's incredible about this couple is that while most of us spend our working week looking forward to a weekend of relaxation, Terry and Marilyn have 2 days of hard labour ahead. And they're doing it week after week after week. It's early September and the timbers arrived for their new
I
roof.
wasn't here. Eh?
Look at that. There's a woodworm beetle, look.
Oh, where?
So it's Marilyn's job to paint the 17-foot beams to protect them from woodworm beetle.
I'm off hard labour today. I'm on soft labour, I'm on painting. These need to be treated and dried as quickly as possible. And I've got 26 of these to do, which make up the joists that we need for the 2 floors. And then there's the roof trusses to do, which there's quite a number of. Terry?
Yeah. I guess you want me body here?
No, just your brawn. Your body can wait. Thank you.
No problem.
Before moving out here, Marilyn saw her grandchildren nearly every day. But for the past 2 months, she hasn't seen them at all.
It is a great wrench. I mean, I really, really miss them.
No.
I try not to show it, and I try to hide it, to be honest. And, like, sort of, but I do. I miss the Bens a lot.
At the end of September, she finally gets to see the family when they come up for the weekend. This is their first visit to Grandma's new house. A whole new experience for the city kids.
I'd rather live out here because it's like peaceful and quiet. No, it's not with the sheep.
Like, you'll be trying to get to sleep at night and all you hear, bah. Really annoying.
For Terry and Marilyn, this is all part of the new life plan. A big house in the country, large enough for everybody to come and stay.
The kids can come around, they can be here more, they can stay over, there's plenty of room for them.
And you've got no fear of them getting knocked over by traffic. You got your freedom here as well, you've only got the sheep.
But for Terry and Marilyn, there is no respite. They've got to get the roof on before the weather breaks. Even after a stressful 9-hour day at work, they find the energy to crack on with the build. They spend the month of October working late into the cold, dark nights. Marilyn's busy repointing the walls, and with extra help from a neighbour, Terry's building the roof.
I always get the boring jobs. Well, actually, it's not boring, it's quite therapeutic. Because of the damage to the stonework in here with the roof being off, washed out all of the line that was between all the stone. So what I've got to do is pick out the line that's there and refill it with a lime mortar, lime-based mortar, to stop the insides from coming out. Yeah, I've only been on with this room. I've done 1, 2, 3 weekends now, and I'm nearly at the end.
Terry has taken great care that everything he and Marilyn do on this house is done properly, and they're using traditional building methods. But this means it's taken a lot longer than he'd hoped.
He'll keep pushing the way that he is until he gets the roof on, and nothing will be right and nothing will be ready until he does that. And he's channeling ahead, and I keep saying, Terry, take your time and slow down, you know, and think about what you're doing.
The weather in Northumberland is starting to take a turn for the worse. But in early November, after working day and night for 4 solid weekends, Terry's done it. The roof is now watertight. But there's still no time to rest. They now face the intimidating task of lifting the 500 original heavy stone tiles back on the roof.
You want a hand with that?
Yeah, go on then.
That's a fair old weight, isn't it? And you're lifting all of these on yourself?
We, together.
We? Well, you know, it's still a big job, isn't it?
Yeah?
I mean, these are huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you think any normal roof tile would be probably about that big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marilyn, this is nearly the size of you. I mean, it's absolutely huge. So I'm going to even try and lift this thing. And try and get this. I mean, crikey. That weighs an absolute ton.
Watch your fingers.
That's a fair old job, isn't it? So you put the massive slabs right at the bottom edge, so you've got the biggest weight there.
That's right.
And then what's smaller and smaller stone slabs as you go up.
Yeah. Well, it's easy bit at the top.
I was going to say, you must be getting excited about that bit up there. Aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people would have copped out and thought, I'll just use slate. It's much easier.
Not allowed. The planner said, no way, the original's got to go back.
So the planners have been quite strict, haven't they?
Yeah, because it's listed. With it being a listed building.
I think even though it's very much a lot more hard work, I think not only is it authentic, but it adds back to the strength of the building, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got these massive
character.
stone walls. Right. It's like a, strong northern building.
That's
I
right.
love that.
Yeah, it's got character.
After all the time and effort Terry's put into rebuilding this traditional roof, the result is outstanding and should easily last another 300 years.
This is some of the biggest, strongest timbers I think I've ever seen in a roof.
Yeah.
Why did you go for that?
I just took the old and beefed it up a little bit.
Is this one the old timbers?
This is the old one, the old timber. This is the best one out of the lot. The other sort of like disintegrated as I was taking them down. And I built them the same way as these were made. Cut and jointed them the same way and put them all together the same way. Yeah.
I mean, these purlins are absolutely enormous, aren't they?
Oh, they are. They were the hardest thing to get there.
17 foot.
17 foot.
17-foot long purlins?
Yeah.
That's a fair old bit of structure, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I even had the timber people scratching their heads when I asked for them.
No, it's good you've got the roof on, because it's the big mistake everybody makes in an old building. They take the roof off, that old roof structure, and didn't realise how much protection it gave to the old building. And what tended to happen is the old walls would just collapse.
This is the key to it all, is getting the roof on.
I think even with this harsh Northumberland weather, this roof's not gone anywhere.
No. I hope
definitely
not.
Definitely not a steel.
If it does, he'll be going with it.
Yeah.
It's easy to underestimate the huge amount of work involved restoring a building of this age. It takes special care and attention. And Terry and Marilyn want this house to be of the highest quality, but to achieve this is a painstakingly slow process. Terry and Marilyn struggle on with getting the heavy stone tiles on the roof, with the help of their neighbour Rob. Unlike a modern roof, every one of the 500 tiles is a different size and must be hand-picked for its measurements before going on.
I need to find some tiles that are going to fit the hole They've got to be
To speed up the process, Marilyn has already measured and numbered every tile. But there's an awful lot to search through before she can find the right one.
So we'll want that 22 and this 18. Go round.
Time is running out for Terry and Marilyn. This is back-breaking work, and they're going to be hard pushed to get these tiles on before the winter weather kicks in. Terry Flynn and Marilyn Fleming are on a path to a new life. They've left the city behind them and moved to a remote and beautiful valley in the heart of Northumberland. For 4 months, they've been single-handedly restoring this 300-year-old wreck into a family home. Working just evenings and weekends, it's a slow and arduous process.
How do you two think that you're doing with this project?
I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing... I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, get ahead of it.
I just think we should have more done. I push all the time. I get wrong for pushing him all the time, telling him what to do and pushing him on and pushing him on.
How stressful is it doing this build as well as keeping your full-time jobs?
Work is stressful, this is not.
No, this is relaxation compared to the job.
Yeah.
This is relaxation.
Yeah,
honestly.
it really is. You come here and you forget everything. You forget the problems at work, you forget the worries that you've got.
It's early December and temperatures are dropping. After 2 months of working on the roof, Terry and Marilyn have finished laying the heavy tiles. But there's no time for celebration. These two just never stop. Terry cuts in the hangers for the first and second floor beams. And Marilyn, well, she's digging out the ground floor to prepare the new concrete base.
We'll come for a cup of tea. Cup of tea, tea.
Are we now where the kettle is?
I'll put it on.
Well, that's all right then.
Sorted.
Yeah.
What?
I'm ill.
You're ill, are you?
Yeah.
It's taken her 2 weeks after work, that's 25 man-hours, to dig out just a quarter of the ground floor. And there's still a lot to do.
Yeah, it's hard, and obviously we're doing all the heavy work at the moment. Like, you know, on the top there was about good 8 inches of concrete there, so we had to break that up first, and then it's very stony clay, so it's not easy digging.
The days turn into nights. For the next 3 weeks, over the Christmas break, Terry and Marilyn dig out 10 tons of rubble by hand. This is unbelievable.
You're not tired by all of this? I mean, this is a big building project. It's not a little DIY project. It's not a little extension on a house. This is big building work. You must be knackered.
Sometimes. But, you know, you get a good night's sleep and you get up the next day and you're fine.
Start again.
It's January and the weather turns with a vengeance.
Good evening. It's some of the worst weather to hit parts of Britain in 40 years.
Power lines were downed, communications cut. Severe flood warnings had been in place, but no one surely was prepared for this. 150,000 are still thought to be without power this evening.
I've just got to go and see how they're weathering these storms.
Gale force winds are tonight creating havoc in parts of northern Britain.
Are they in there? You are in there. I think I wouldn't find you. You all right?
Fine.
What's been happening here?
Well, bit of a mess.
A bit?
Yeah.
Your living room's gone.
Oh, it's completely. Yeah, we haven't got the awning, which is makes it a bit cramped in the caravan now. It was literally ripped. It was. It didn't fall down.
The wind had ripped it.
Ripped it, literally.
Ripped it, just about ripped it in half.
But what was it like in the caravan while all this was going on?
It was like being on a boat. Stormy, like a shuggy boat.
I had 16 ton of sand at the front, and it's washed the whole lot away.
We've got no sand left.
No sand left. There's a little heap. Couldn't get in the gate for the sand, and it's all gone.
Must have taken you a day just to get it from the road at the bottom up the track.
It did,
yeah. He woke up, he says, the first thing he said was, "Oh God, me sand's gone."
It's gone? And this weather is so extreme. I mean, what damage has been done?
Well, obviously the garden. I mean, that wasn't very pretty to start with, but it's even worse now. He always wanted a water feature, now he's got one.
I mean, that building must be soaking wet now.
Mainly this gable
end is
really, really bad. We're going to have to do something with that.
And one of the biggest problems is that the house is sort of halfway up the hillside, so all the rainwater falling on the hills at the back is coming straight down to your building, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to do a lot of groundworks around the back to protect that.
That's right, yeah. But we're going to have to put a land drain along the front to get any water that comes off there.
Terry and Marilyn's spirit is irrepressible. It's going to take a lot more than a few rainstorms and 90-mile-an-hour gale force winds to put these two off.
Do you not wake up some mornings and just think, why are we doing this?
Yeah, I must admit, I've woke up the odd morning and thought, oh God, it's raining again. You know, I could be, well, tucked up at home, you know, my nice house, it was beautiful, and I could still be sat there in front of the fire now. Well, I'm not sorrowful about this at all. Yeah. We've got this mess, we've got everything, but I tell you what, I've never been so happy in my life.
I can't believe how you're still in such good spirits.
Well, I mean, we sat yesterday and we just looked at each other and started laughing, and we said if we didn't, you just crack up, you would cry, you know, you've just got to get on with it.
It's now February, and the 3 weeks of flooding in the valley has left big holes in Terry and Marilyn's track. It's the only way to get building materials to their house, so when the weather breaks, their first job is to repair the road.
Right, can you stop please and let me off?
You're not going to be a passenger, like?
No, I'll just walk.
It takes them a whole precious weekend to fix the road, time they desperately need to spend on the house. But eventually, the track is fixed. And having spent 4 weekends digging out the ground floor, they can now fill it in again with concrete.
We've insulated the floor, put the drains in, put the DPC in, and now we're going to concrete it. So this is the hard part.
While they may have repaired the track enough to get a 4x4 down it, there's no way a cement lorry will get through. So instead, Terry and Marilyn plan to make the 15 tons of concrete using 2 small electric mixers. Wheelbarrowed inside the house and lay it by hand. And so the concrete doesn't crack, they have to get it all done in one day. Even for Terry and Marilyn, this is too big a job, so Terry rounds up his sons to give them a hand.
Are you going to get that cement off?
I was doing it then.
It looks like he's doing it. He's sitting on his behind.
Get up! Any excuse left for you. Proper slave driver when he gets going. Cracks the whip.
Though the rain has stopped and the weather has cleared, it's freezing cold.
When you want it.
Well, he wants turning round so he wants tipping up.
Looks like we're going to have to put some work in, doesn't it?
Push!
He tells me lies, though. Told me there was no more heavy work.
In sub-zero temperatures and with snow forecast, it's a non-stop production line.
It's harder now though, as the day wears on, see.
After a full day of carting heavy concrete, everybody keeps working into the night. There's no let-up until the job's done.
Just want the floors in. I want to be in, I want to move in. But it's just grit, you know, guts and determination. That's what keeps you going.
That's it.
It's a sight for tired eyes.
All done and dusted.
At 10 o'clock, they finally finish. And as the weatherman predicted, the next day, it begins to snow. But does this stop Terry and Marilyn? No chance. The window frames need painting, and Marilyn's dad ventures out from Newcastle to paint them.
Cup of tea, warm you up.
Terry and Marilyn get on with trying to make the building a bit warmer. They're putting the insulation in upstairs.
Who measured that? It's no good, it's not the wrong size.
Every single piece must be measured to fit. Yet another time-consuming task.
I've cut it 4 times and it's still too short. It's not as easy as what we thought, is it?
No, it isn't. Not as straightforward, is it?
No.
They spend the next 2 weeks finishing the job, while outside, it keeps on snowing. You've got to admire their grit and determination. But in March, Mother Nature wins the battle and forces them to stop. With 5-foot snowdrifts at their door, it's impossible to continue building. Terry and Marilyn have to leave their flimsy caravan. They need to dig their way out through the snowdrifts along the half-mile track. They're leaving Hopehead Cottage to take refuge with Marilyn's father back in Whitley Bay. For 3 weeks, nothing happens on site. At last, at the end of March, the freeze is over. So Terry and Marilyn return to the house.
How are you doing?
I felt Terry was getting a bit cosy at me dad's. It worried me because, like, I'd come in from work and it was like how it used to be when we lived at West Allotment, you know, sort of telly on, sat there with a cup of coffee on the settee and he's quite, you know, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, you know, he's getting too entrenched here. This is too cosy.
With spring in the air, Terry and Marilyn get back to work on the house with a renewed vigour. The electrician has arrived to do the first fix electrics. The floorboards are going down. The stairwell is in. The rest of the window frames are being painted. And while Terry and Marilyn are up the track, collecting hundreds of sheets of plasterboard, Marilyn's son is helping to put in the windows. Restoring Hopehead Cottage may be exhausting and taken longer than they'd hoped, but for Terry and Marilyn, it's still a labour of love.
I'm really, really enjoying it. In fact, she's got to pull us into the caravan sometimes because I'm still working away in the house.
Now I feel like we're living a life, aren't we? We're living.
Yeah.
Whether it's because we're enjoying what we're doing.
Oh, brilliant. It is. I'm really happy. And it's totally changed my life, you know, being living up here. I really enjoy coming home every night, you know, just to see the scenery of the house. I've got everything, and I'm doing something I always wanted to do.
I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? I mean, yes, you live in the caravan, yes, you're working hard on the build, but what a transformation in your life in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Their new family home may still be in the making, but their new life has really taken off. And they're about to take an even bigger leap forward. Terry Flynn and Marilyn Fleming have put city life behind them and bought a 500-year-old ruin in the heart of Northumberland. I've come along to see how far they've got after 9 months of epic DIY.
Hi Terry, how you doing? Good to see you. Hi Marilyn,
Hello,
how are you? You
hi.
well?
I'm
nice
fine,
to see
thank you.
How's it going?
Great.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you've got your windows in, you've got the insulation up. It's a massive transformation, isn't it?
Yep.
It's easy to underestimate just how much time, effort and hard graft Terry and Marilyn have put in to getting Hopehead Cottage to this stage. But when they bought it, the farmhouse was a ruined, crumbling shell. Although there's still a way to go, with great vision and an unwavering determination, they've achieved a massive amount. They've built a new roof, concreted a huge ground floor, damp-proofed and insulated the whole house, put in new doors and windows throughout, and after 9 months in a caravan, they've even made their bedroom habitable.
This is where we spent last night.
You didn't.
We did, wanting to be in so much.
And so you're going to live in here all the time now? That's it? You're going to be in?
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, we're in
no,
now.
I'm not coming back in the caravan.
Are you not amazed by what you've actually done?
I don't know how we've done it, to be honest, but when you see it like that, yeah, quite is, yeah.
If you believe that you can do it, and you're committed and you're passionate about it, you've proved you can do it.
I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of things that, she's only small, there's a lot of things she's done that a lot of grown men, big men, wouldn't even attempt to do.
Terry and Marilyn have cut no corners. They've been meticulous in every process of restoring their 18th century farmhouse. And they've achieved the goal they set for themselves 9 months ago.
We had one thing in my head at the end of the day. We want to move in here and live here, what it is, and that's what we achieved. Yeah.
So this is not only a new life for you, it's a new life for the building as well, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah, it's a new start for all of us, really. You know, for the families and for the building, for us together.
Yeah, it is.
Marilyn has barely got one foot in the door of their new house, and she's already got a new grand plan for the future, inspired by their move to the country.
Not only have Terry and Marilyn taken on a huge and challenging building project, but they're now looking to invest in a whole new venture, Peruvian alpacas in the north of England. They're a funny-looking bunch, aren't they?
No, they're beautiful. They're very gentle.
Are they?
Yeah, that's the reason for having them.
You look right at home with them.
Oh, beautiful animals, aren't you?
So, why alpacas?
Really, it was as pets for the grandbairns, really.
But Marilyn, most people like just get a goat or a sheep or something as pets.
Ah,
You go
but
for alpacas.
Ah, but we've got sheep. We've got hundreds of sheep. But when I looked into it more and started to learn about them, it's a growing industry because of the wool, and that is where it's like the new cashmere.
So, Terry, do you see yourself packing in work and becoming an alpaca farmer?
No, I don't
No.
Why not? Come on.
No. I enjoy my job too much.
But this could be a different life for you.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, I would love this. I would just, yeah, that would be my ideal.
Do you ever sort of sit there and pinch yourself and think, my
we
God,
lucky?
this is ours?
Yeah, often.
Yeah.
Often, yeah. I mean, we can be busy working in the house and we'll walk outside and I look around and I'll go, look at it, you know? It's just life-changing. It's so peaceful, it's relaxing.
De-stresses you a bit.
Yeah.
Are you excited about your new lives together?
This is the beginning of a life for us, moving here.
Terry and Marilyn are one of the most remarkable couples I've ever met. No matter how bad things have got through the bad weather, the long hours, the isolation and the back-breaking work, they've refused to give up, and they've achieved so much. This building has been brought back to life, and when it is finished, Terry and Marilyn will have the perfect family home in the most stunning location, and I think they absolutely deserve it.